Apa khabar orang-orang Amway? Wanakkam. 大家晚上好。非常好 Yes. Woo! Wow, I'm actually at a loss for words because I wasn't expecting Wayne to sing a song. I was only expecting our team of dancers to do the Bruno Mars dance. So could you please give them a big round of applause for all their effort? And today I was just telling the Amway management staff that it felt like wedding night tonight. So yeah, so right now I'm a little bit nervous, okay? Yeah, before I start, I would like to give thanks to my parents and Wayne's parents for bringing us into this world and also for having so much patience in us. Could you please give them a big round of applause? And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our family, our brother, my future sister-in-law, our sisters, and also my aunt for being here. Thank you so much for your presence here tonight. And of course, we would also like to thank our sponsor, Emerald Kit Yusen and Yap Jin Fei, for bringing us into this business. Our mentors, EDC Jimmy Tan, EDC Marcel Ho, founders EDC Ms. Tan Siu Lan, and our Crown Ambassador, Mr. and Mrs. Sunny Ho. Thank you for all your guidance. And of course, not forgetting all the other leaders who have helped and guided us along the way. And of course, as well, not forgetting, I would like to thank all the Amway management and staffs for their support to us ever since day one. Can you please give them a big round of applause as well? And last but not least, to each and every one of you here tonight, if without your presence, tonight will not be this meaningful. Could you please give yourself a big, big round of applause? Thank you. Words just cannot express how much appreciation we have for all of you, okay? So, yeah. Actually, can I have the slide, please? Yeah, actually, I still cannot believe it that it has been 2 years since we last took the stage. This was taken back in 2016 during our diamond recognition. To be honest, I still cannot believe that we are here standing right in front of you today because when we first joined the Amway business, we never thought that we would make it until diamond, so let alone executive diamond. So everything is really unexpected. So, as you know, if you have never heard of our story before, when we joined this business, we only wanted to look for an extra 400 ringgit monthly just to cover our living expenses. So back then, we were only students. I was doing my master's in economics, and Wayne was actually doing his PhD, research on global warming. So we have actually never thought that we would be able to go this far. So he, at that time, was looking for opportunity. As for me, I was never a fan of direct selling because at that time, I thought that education is the only key to a better life. So that is why I took up my master's degree. Because I thought that with a higher education, the better chances of success and the better life that you will get in the future. So that is my thought all along, until I came to the realization that actually the reality is quite harsh. So it's either you get a life like this. It's either when you're young, you have all the time in the world, but you do not have enough money to spend. So who usually have this kind of life? Students, right? So the second one is either you have money, but you actually have a lack of time to spend it. And this usually applies to working employees. And the third one, this is actually the worst one, is when we have no money and no time to spend. I'm sure that a lot of people can relate to this, especially those who are working in KL, because if I'm not doing Amway, I for one will fall into this group, right? So thankfully, we actually found this Amway business. It has opened our eyes to a completely different world. Because at that time, I realized that when you have a comfortable income, it does not necessarily guarantee you that you will have a good lifestyle because of the lack of time to spend. So thankfully, Amway actually gave us a platform. And to be honest, because of the decision of building this Amway business, we realized that the choices that we make today will actually impact our future. Therefore, I would like to stress to all of you that choices and not chances will determine your tomorrow. Because if you would like to lead an extraordinary life, then you need to start making extraordinary choices and do what ordinary people would not want to do. Many people might think, oh, okay, you're saying this because you're in Amway, you have been brainwashed for so many years. Of course, you're trying to promote Amway. Well, I'm sure a lot of newcomers might relate to this because when I first joined this business, I actually had such thinking. But come to think of it, after so many years, I realized that, hey, actually, it's not that bad to be brainwashed to have until this kind of life, right? Correct? Okay. Because of Amway, we have a platform to shine, a platform to expose, to achieve more than what we could do, to break through ourselves. And ever since we were young, I'm sure many of you also have this, because ever since when I was young, I have a lot of dreams. And one of my dreams is to travel around the world. And because of Amway platform, in the past 8 years, we have already been to more than 33 countries in the world, all because of Amway. And as you know, because my dream is to travel around the world, being able to travel in economy class is more than fulfilling enough. So I've never thought that because of Amway, I would one day be able to sit in first class. And this happened 2 months back. And as Mike said earlier, 2 months ago, Diamonds were all invited to South America. And we took the first class flight all the way to South America. So is it worth it? It's definitely worth it because I've never expected that I would enjoy such first class treatment. And come to think of it, we are only 33-year-old soap seller. I guess you might not guess why I took this photo. Because I've only experienced first class treatment in first class cabin. But I have never thought that I would be able to take shower in the plane 40,000 feet above sea level. And of course, I took this in the bathroom. I'm not going to show you the showering process, yeah? That one is censored, XXX, okay? So this is a very good experience for us. And this business is really wonderful. Why? Because it not only affects us, it also impacts the people around us, especially our loved ones and our family. So I'm not the only one who loves traveling. I'm sure each and every one of you does love traveling as well. And that includes both our parents. So after we achieved our diamond ship in 2015, we made a promise that we are going to try to bring our parents to travel as much as possible. And this was taken last year. The whole family celebrated White Christmas in Japan to experience snow. And you can see their happy faces, right? So, and I also got to fulfill my parents' dreams, okay? They actually got to become kids again when we brought them to Disneyland, okay? So for my parents-in-law, okay, hold on, my husband will share about it later, yeah? Okay, and because of this Amway platform, it actually taught us a lot of things about life, and it's not just about how to do the business, okay? Because of this Amway business, we learn how to lead by example, and it teaches us how to become good parents, okay? It's because we not only teach our child on what he should learn, but we actually lead by example. That is why I'm putting here, your child will follow your example and not your advice. So I hope that what we do today will actually inspire her tomorrow. And this Amway business can also provide a legacy for our kids in the future. I know that most parents might think that, hey, actually having children is not easy because I have to juggle between work, family, and also Amway business. The same goes to us. It's actually not easy at times for us to leave our girl at home and go to meetings or go for appointments. But I hope that one day she will know that what we are doing today is actually to provide for a better future for her. So instead of us using our kid as an excuse or as our burden, we actually turn our kid into our greatest motivation and reason to strive further to continue providing the best for her. So I think this is actually the best legacy and the best guidance to show it to her. So you can see how excited she is when she comes up the stage. And I'm sure she's actually quite shocked to see us on the stage right now. Okay. So friends, I can tell you that the journey throughout these 9 years has not been easy. It's definitely not easy. This Amway business, I can tell you, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not easy. But I'm going to tell you one thing, that at the end of the day, your hard work and effort are definitely going to be worth it. So if this business is easy, yes, everybody can do it, everybody can achieve what they want, but it's not going to be of value anymore. Because this business is going to test your determination and your persistence. I can tell you that if you remain determined enough, at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it. Okay, so when we decided to fight for EDC after we achieved our diamond, we actually thought of giving up before. We actually thought of giving up because we think that it's really, we really wanted to give up in the middle of the journey because it's kind of, it's challenging, okay? But we told ourselves that even if we want to give up, why not fight all the way to the last? Fight all the way to the end of the fiscal year. And then only we start to see what the results it's going to bring. At least if we manage to achieve EDC, all our effort for the past 12 months will be worth it. But if we didn't manage to achieve EDC, we are still diamonds. So we lose nothing. This is the power of our effort and our determination. So my sharing is until now. I'm going to pass the mic to the most hardworking person that I've met in this world, my husband, Wayne Tan, to continue sharing about our Amway journey.
Hello. Okay, good evening, everyone. Okay, I'm quite nervous, but it's actually better than just now when I on the way singing up the stage. That was my first time singing in the public for the whole life, you know. So today I give all of you a lot of first time. I first time dance in the public. I first time sing in front of a lot of people. So must give myself a round of applause first. Actually, a lot of people has been asking me these questions. Why should we be financially free at a young age? A lot of people are saying that, Wayne, I can actually go to clubbing and hang out with a lot of friends. I don't need to be successful so fast. I can take a lot of time to mix with my friend. It's so happy. But let me tell all of you, I'll show you one chart. This is the chart about life. Again, and this chart, this line is about all of us here tonight. From 6 to 25 years old, most of the people, they spend a lot of time studying. From 25 to 35, a lot of time, they start working and getting experiences. And at the age of 35 to 55, a lot of people keep working, hopefully they can get promoted. Or some people, they work in a conventional business, they keep building the business. Hopefully one day, they can become a rich person. Correct or not? And then at the age of 55 to 75, most of the people, I dare not to say everyone, but most of the people, they spend a lot of time worrying. Don't you think so? But why I want to become successful at a young age? Because of these two lines. One, my children. So let's say most of the people at the age of 30 overs, they start to have second generation. So let's say when you are 35 years old, maybe your children is at the age of 5, and so on and so forth. And then another line is our parents. And when we are 35 years old, most of the time our parents, they are aged around 50 over or 60 over years old. Don't you think so? So a lot of people asking me, Wayne, why? You want to succeed at the age of 20 overs or maybe 30 overs? Just because of this line and this line. This period is the only period that 3 generations spending time together. Let me ask all of you a question. What are most people doing at the age of 20, 25 or maybe 35 and maybe 40 years old? There is no right or wrong. Just that sometimes we are too busy to to climb the corporate ladder. We spend a lot of time in the office, but we forget our parents and our next generations. So let me tell all of you, what if tonight there's an opportunity for you to become successful, maybe in 5 years to 7 years' time, so that for the rest of your life, you can spend together with the 3 generations in your whole family. So please open your heart tonight, because this is not just a seminar. This is a life-changing event. Give yourself a round of applause. Let me give you some example. And this photo was taken when I brought my parents to Perth, Australia. I still remember, I forced my parents to pose like this, because they won't pose like this. But after they pose like this, they get addicted to pose like this. So give my parents a round of applause. And let me tell you one thing. After I took this photo, and I showed this photo to my mom, and my mom told me one thing. He said, son, did you know this is the first time me and your dad go to honeymoon for the past 40 years after we get married? A lot of people, sometimes when we are too busy of working, sometimes we forget, actually our parents, they have dreams too. Their dreams are so simple. Sometimes they just want to spend time with all of us. Don't you think so? That's why sometimes people ask me, why I do Amway? I say, sometimes it's not just about Amway. Amway is actually about life. And another example to all of you. And I brought my daughter. I still remember, I don't know who actually taught my daughter. She actually asked me, I still remember in 2017 December, early of the month, she asked me, Wayne, she asked, Daddy, not this question, she asked, Daddy, I want to go to play snow. And I don't know who actually taught her that. And after that, it's okay. 2 weeks later, I actually brought my daughter and my family to Japan to celebrate our white Christmas. Luckily, my daughter is just 3 years old, but she starts to feel so weird. Why? Her daddy, early in the mornings, almost every day at home. That's why she asked me, Daddy, why you don't need to work? Because Daddy chose a job that need to work super hard for 5 to 7 years' time. Then she said, I also don't know who taught her that. Daddy makes a lot of money. But I told her, no, Daddy makes a lot of time. Another example, sometime before, most of the people, before they get married, they actually promise their partner a lot of things. I will bring you to travel around the world. I will bring you to the moon. But most of the people don't talk about moon. Sometimes politics are also very hard. But with Amway, when dreams and reality come together, it's a fairy tale. So the question is, what have you done for the past 5 years? And the most important thing, what have you done for the past 5 years that will give you more time for family? This is very important. If you ask me why we work so hard for the rest of our life, it's just so simple that we hope our whole family can have a better life. Don't you think so? No matter what we are doing now, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are a doctor, whether you are a contractor, whatsoever, at the end of the day, we just want a better life to our whole family. So give our family a round of applause. So a lot of people asking me, I still remember my downline. He tried to invite a person, and my downline actually showed the invitation card to the prospect. And did you know what that guy said? He looked at the photo of me and Joanne. He said, I look at Wayne's face, I know he is very rich. That's why he can become successful in the Amway business. Let me tell you a little bit about my background. This is my family photo. And this is me, wide open mouth. A lot of people asking me, Wayne, why you are so excited doing the Amway business? I told all of them, I was so excited since I was young because this is the success attitude, correct or not? So stay excited tonight. And I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. Today, my 2 sisters, first time, came to my recognition. Give them a round of applause. So, please do Amway. Okay, my dad was a tractor driver, and my mom is a housewife. You try to imagine, with 1 income, my dad had to raise 7 people in a family. That's why you try to imagine that kind of life that we've been through last time. 1 income, 7 people in a family. But let me tell all of you one thing. Nowadays, a lot of youngsters, even 5 siblings in a family, and they're not necessary 5 income, 5 siblings in the family. Not necessary they can give a good life to the family. Correct or not? That's why a lot of people asking me, Wayne, I'm not interested with the Amway business. I told them, to be honest, I wasn't interested also, but now I get addicted. Because he told me, Wayne, Amway is not my cup of tea. I told him, yes, Amway is not my cup of tea, but it's a glass of wine. So since I was young, my elder sisters, until now, today also dare not to come. But it's okay. I will send her the CD. Can you see the video like a shampoo girl? She actually encouraged me to study very hard since I was young because I came from a very poor family. And I study very hard, study very hard, study very hard, study very hard. Then accidentally, I become PhD student. So a lot of people asking me, Wayne, how come you can become PhD student at the age of 24? And some even ask me, I still haven't graduated at the age of 24. And some even ask me, Wayne, I'm still considering whether I need to receive paper or not at the age of 24. But you're already a PhD student. Then they ask me, Wayne, why you want to do MBA since you are a PhD student? Then I ask them back, why you don't want to do MBA since you are not a PhD student? Correct or not? Ladies and gentlemen, the reason that I do the MBA business, because I have a vision. Just that simple. And this question is very important. To be honest, this is the first reason why I actually look for part-time. Because of my friend asking me, Wayne, when do you want to get married? Simple question, right? But let me tell you honestly, even though this is a very simple question, but a lot of guys avoiding it. Oh, stress already. Sorry. Ini kisah benar. Okay? Because of this question, I try to plan for my life. What can you do in this 5 years' time? I want to get married in 5 years' time. So I start to plan. Let's say this is a chart. Buying a property and renovation, 100,000, is it enough? If you think it is enough, that means you haven't owned a house. Second, 20,000 for the down payment for a car. Hey, PhD student, at least drive a Honda or Toyota, correct or not? So 20,000 is not full payment, it's down payment only. Then, beli cincin. $10,000 enough or not? Because I don't know how to save money. That's why 10,000 tahan dulu, okay? Wedding photos, 8,000. Wedding dinner and decoration. And the wedding band, the people who singing, paying them 8,000, the whole thing. Wedding decoration, including the wedding band. 8,000 enough or not? Not enough, never mind, I sing on my own. Honeymoon, 10,000 enough or not? Can you go to Europe? You can one, 2,000 Europe can one. Okay, the last one, 10,000 ang pao. I thought it was enough. I told my wife, 10,000 ang pao. Your husband put 10,000. Then my wife told me, Wayne, it's not enough. I asked her, why? She said, don't forget wang hantaran, pengkama. Then I asked my wife, how much is the pengkam? Okay, wang hantaran. She told me, Wayne, very cheap, 8,888 ringgit. Then I asked my wife, why? She said, because luck, 8 is luck, lucky number. Then I told her, 88 ringgit also lucky number, ma. Okay, easier to remember. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, 5 years plan. That means in the next 5 years, I need to save about 166,000. That means if I want to get married 5 years later, from this month onward, I need to save 2,800 every single month. I tell all of you a very honest thing. Nowadays, a lot of youngsters, no matter how many years they work, they still couldn't save 2,800 every month. Don't you think so? That's why after I calculated this thing, this is my expression. And then thank God I met this person. My upline, keep you say, give them a round of applause. Look at his face. Brother, mau bikin MBA. Stress or not? Is it a little bit look like scammer? But luckily, he is my Janyan. Okay, give her a round of applause. Okay, I still remember, first time I went to the Amway meeting. I was cheated actually by him. He actually jailed me to eat satay. You look at my face quite fat. That's why I like to eat satay one. So I went to that meeting, but it's okay. How do you feel if your friend cheated you to the Amway meeting? How do you feel? Most of the people, they will get angry, correct or not? Luckily, I'm not like you. I didn't get angry, but I choose to learn. Why? Why I choose to learn? I choose to learn because of this guy, Richard Branson. He said, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure whether you can do it or not, say yes, then learn how to do it later. So today, look at the person who came first time here today. Look at him. Ask him, say yes, then learn how to do it later. I still remember when I started the business. Okay, this photo was taken in 2013, if I'm not 2012 or 2013. That time was so many people at the recognition, and I got no seat actually on that day. So I sit on the floor, just like that guy, white shirt, sitting on the floor. At that time, my wife took this photo and she posted at the Facebook. She said, who knows, the guy wearing white shirt sitting at the bottom here, he will be already. Who knows? 3 years later, the guy sitting at the floor, he will be a diamond. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, 3 years later, I'm a diamond. And I just continue the simple thing. Learn seriously. Keep doing. And now, I am an executive diamond. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing standing between you and your goal is the story. You keep telling yourself as why you cannot achieve it. I keep telling myself, I can do it, no matter how tough it is. I still remember, like my wife told me, I still remember when we fought so hard to become a Founders Platinum, not Diamond, Founders Platinum at that time. I told my wife, it's so hard. I got think about giving up. My wife asked me, don't, Wayne, keep going. Then never mind, we keep going. So month end, my wife told me back, I want to give up. I told her, don't worry, keep going. That year, we qualified Airways. So a lot of people ask me, why? Let me tell you, okay? Let's do a real life market survey. Actually, Amway is about changing your expenses into income. If you don't understand, never mind. Let me share one thing with all of you. Share economy. Have you heard about share economy? If you don't know, never mind. I'll show you one thing. Have you heard about Grab? So in this thing, you can see, you provide vehicle and Grab give you a network. Then both of you makes money. Correct or not? But who makes more money? Okay? It's okay. Airbnb, you give them property and they are giving you network. And then both of you makes money. Who makes more money? Okay, I don't know. So this is the trend now. But let me tell you all of you, this is Amway. You're building a consumer network and Amway giving you the first class products. And both of you making money. Who makes more money? Both of you making more money. So in Amway, you can own a large consumer network without an inventory. And network equals to net worth, and net worth equals to your asset. And because you are building asset, that's why it pays you passive income. So a lot of people asking me, why I want to do Amway? Because I'm earning passive income. Do you know what does it mean, passive income? Just like my daughter keep asking me, Daddy, why always see you, looking you at home? That's what we call passive income, okay? Then, finally, my dream come true. I can get married already. And this was the place. Actually, we went for our honeymoon. It's a Maldives. And I gave her a surprise. And she doesn't know, actually, I brought her to, I already booked everything. I just asked her to pack her luggage, okay, just follow me to the airport. And at the airport, she knew, oh my God, this is Maldives. So, and then, this is word from the Triple Diamond Inoi from Thailand. If you want to marry an angel, bring her to heaven. Please, please, don't ask me if I want to marry an evil. Then you make your own decision. And then you're also a stepping stone to actually, for us to create more asset. And we're actually buying our, almost our dream house. Okay, this is not very big, but actually enough for 4 to 6 people to actually to stay at the house. So it's not a very big house, but it's actually cukup for our family. Okay, it's not very big, just 4 story only. And then we continue to buy. And then also, so Wayne, a lot of people asking me, Wayne, why you are still so excited in an Amway business? You can travel around the world. You can actually bring your parents, bring your in-law to travel around the world. You can give your next generation a legacy. Why? Because to me, what is the true meaning of become a successful person? To actually, when you can leave other people to become successful. That's what we call the true meaning of becoming a successful person. That's why it's very important. Like the night, a lot of people here, even up to the 3rd floor, even a lot of people standing at the side, give them a round of applause. I appreciate Amway so much because they give us a platform, a stage to actually to help more people. I still remember when I got my first class honor during my degree. I was so excited. I still remember I sitting down there, actually waiting for my turn to actually to get the scroll. And you know what happened? I thought I got a chance to actually to get the scroll, to actually to speak few words to the audience. And then what happened? I was like, here, and get the scroll. And even got a person standing here, chabat. I worked so hard, studied so hard for 3 years for my degree to get my first class honor. Then at the end of the day, I was on the stage for barely 3 seconds. So that's why, thanks to Amway Malaysia staff and all the management for giving us a platform to shine. So ladies and gentlemen, today you have 2 choices. The first choice, what if I don't believe? So if don't believe, it's okay. Tomorrow, we still be the same. The next day, the day after, we still be the same. But what if you ask yourself these questions? What if I believe? What if you believe? Did you know if you believe for the next 2, 5, or maybe 7 years, 3 generations in your family, you'll be spending time together forever and travel around the world. And last but not least, please take these questions back home and please ask the person who brought you here tonight. We must work hard. We must give our parents, our family, a better life. Why? Because we only have one life. If you do it right, one is enough. Thank you very much and see you at the top.